morning. The third grade teachers are Amanda Lynch, Catherine Madison, and Emily Williams. We chose to work on vocabulary building based on results from the third grade open court diagnostic test. Everyone knows we're under reading first, so we kind of have constraints. But the results show that many of our students are low in vocabulary, which holds them back from becoming good readers who comprehend well. Two of our whole faculty study groups, we focus on vocabulary because children may be able to call words due to phonics, but they do not understand the word meaning. So we ask ourselves, if the student does not understand the word, how can he or she fully comprehend? And we just did this up top, if you will look up top, and then look at the bottom. We may be able to say those words, but does anybody know what they really mean? So that was just all right, Miss Lynch is going to talk about synonyms.
Synonyms, that was one of the areas that they were weak on in the diagnostic test, with synonyms and antonyms. So I came up with an activity that's on Wordle, that they can do using synonyms. First, I gave them a sheet that I sent home with a letter giving them a word, and they could use a thesaurus, ask other people, parents, siblings, to give them synonyms for that word that I gave them, and they brought that list back, and they were able to go to Wordle. They put in their list of words that they have. So say the person had the word big, they would just input all kinds of synonyms for big. And after you do all that and hit go, the kids can play with the arrangement of the words and how they look. They can change the font, the color, the layout. These are some that they did for good, pretty. That was for hot. And so basically what I did was took words that they use all the time, and we try to tell our kids to use a different word, choose a different word to make your writing sound better. And so they just came up with all different kinds of words and put them in the system and then create the layout that they want. This is something that they probably could put in the writing center, if you had a writing center. So it would encourage the kids not to continuously use the same words over and over again. And then also get them familiar with other synonyms. So that was what they did there.
Okay, I did a lot with homophones and homonyms. The three that they get real confused on is there, and there. There's a whole lot of them, but these three they got real confused on. So we started off in small group and we made the chart there. I let them, gave them the definition, and we came up with different sentences. And then I found a homophone game for them to play, and then after they played the game and we had discussed it a couple of days and did some worksheets together, they played the game, and then at the end, if you can see, they have a foldable book, so they were able to write on the outside. They wrote their definition for each one of them, and they wrote 2 sentences, and that was the way that I assessed to see if they had really understood the there, and there. And of course, you will have to revisit because they didn't get it. But that's okay. We'll try again. And then this is a smart board activity that helps us build vocabulary. We use open court, and you can see the young man holding the book. So there's units, all the vocabulary words. They have pictures. They have the definition. And just for a little review, we'll say, okay, we're doing Unit 3. And I'll post all of the vocabulary words for Unit 3. And they can move the little smart board, and it's called 4 in a row. So they keep building on vocabulary that they may have done 2 units ago, but it keeps them building vocabulary words.
Okay, I did a clicker activity with my class. We do the turning point clickers a lot, and we did it on synonyms and antonyms. And what we did was, the very first slide, we talked about what synonyms are, and then This is the graph that showed they had to find the word that went with handle the food. Which word would go with handle? So this is a pre-test, so this is what, just to see how many they actually could get. And that one they did not do well on. This one they were very excited about. They knew that carnival also meant fail. So that one they were very excited about. They clap and cheer and everything.
And they all say they got the right answer.
Yes, they all say it. They all go,
It's
yes.
up there, yeah, they all, yeah.
Now what I can do,
50% of them got it wrong.
now what I can do is I look at the actual results for the individual kids. I actually print it off and I'll keep it in a notebook or I'll send it home and I'll say, well, this student made a 83% on this activity, while this student made 100, or this student did not do very well. And you know, the parents can see it, they can see it. I let the kids see their grade right off the bat whenever we get done, so they know what they are doing on this. So most of the time when they're going, yes, I got that, they actually did. So, and these were the ones that talked about antonyms. I switched it up halfway through, so they had to know to do synonyms, then they had to know that they had to go back to antonyms on that. So, yes.
And on our handout, we did put some where we got the information from for most of this. I don't think Wordle is on there. It's not. But we did send it. So you have our email, so if you will email us, we will gladly send it to you. Sorry. Got to put it on there. Any questions?
All right, yay!